It's romantic, it's tragic, and it's taking over the Charleston Music Hall in just a few days. The ballet Giselle, set to French composer Adolphe Adam's melancholy score. Let's welcome back William Starrett, CEO and Artistic Director of South Carolina Ballet.
So great to see you.
Yeah, great to see you too.
Love being here.
And you do a fabulous job putting on these performances, productions of the classics. Giselle being one of them.
Thank you.
Very romantic. You came here to talk about Romeo and Juliet, and now it's Giselle.
And now Giselle.
Yeah, so tell us more about this production.
You know, Claire Rapp is our principal dancer right now, and I just discovered with Juliet, she had such dramatic depth. It was incredible. Yeah. And, you know, she's married to someone, and Joshua has a wife, but they have such chemistry together that I wanted South Carolina and Charleston to see their amazing artistry, and that I knew she had the acting chops, that she could bring the role to life. You know, it's very, very dramatic. It's so incredibly beautiful.
It is.
I'm not supposed to tell anyone, but it's my favorite ballet.
Is it really?
It really is.
Even beyond Romeo and Juliet?
I'm not supposed to say that, but yes.
Okay,
I just love it. It is so magical.
All right, so I'm gonna be the former dancer here. And when I say story ballets, some people say, you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah,
but that's not true.
No. Well, and you know where that saying, oh, it gives me the willies?
Yes.
So it's from Giselle.
You're right,
and
because
so
of the willies.
The second act is all about women who have been betrayed before marriage, and they roam the earth, and their hearts have been broken, and they're like ghost spirits, and they come back from the grave, and they roam the earth, and any male that wanders into the forest, they dance them to death.
I love it.
So it's like powerful women.
We should figure out how to do that in today's world in 2025.
Right?
It's true.
So it's really amazing. But you know, it was 184 years ago, Giselle was discovered, was created, and it was the first ballet that all the corps de ballet wore point shoes, not just the principal ballerina. So it was the second ballet, other than La Sophie, that had the point shoes.
Is that right?
And then the classical tutu that's very airy and ghost-like, and that's what the epitome of what we think ballet, the white long tutus.
Yeah,
So this is where it came from, about 184 years.
And truly, when you think about classical ballet, it is deeply rooted in the story ballet. Yes. Giselle, Romeo and Juliet, Nutcracker, obviously. There's so many others. But they are truly very different from one another, not just for the choreography or the storyline per se, but the musical scores.
The music and the style of movement.
Yeah.
And Giselle is very old-fashioned, very classic. But you know, I didn't want it today, with our attention span and stuff, I did update it a little bit. You can't change the steps, but they do the same thing 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
Oh, okay.
So they do one, and then they add an arm, and then so it's visually stimulating, and it stays current, because I don't want it to die.
Right.
You
know? No, not like the willies. We
No,
don't want the. We don't
certainly
want
not like the willies.
I want to talk about. Your company is truly a standout organization here in the state of South Carolina. Can we talk a bit about exactly what that means and the number of people that you employ?
Thank you. Well, we're the largest employer of artists in South Carolina. We have 37 professional dancers.
Incredible.
We're the largest performing arts organization in the state.
Wow.
And we just cover the state. You know, we already booked next year Dracula in 5 cities.
Really?
Dracula, and we're in 8 cities for the Nutcracker.
Okay, and that leads me to a question I want to ask you in just a little bit, but the fact that you are the largest arts employer here in the state is remarkable, but also you have maintained this company for how many years?
This is in Charleston will be the last performance of our 64th season. Wow. And next year, our 65th anniversary, the Sapphire is the stone of 65 years, so we're having a huge Sapphire anniversary celebration.
South Carolina loves their ballet.
They do.
But you've been able to manage the artistry and the business side of it, which so many arts organizations go under. They try, they have altruistic ideas, but they fail time and time again because they don't have the business chops.
You have to today. And as a nonprofit, you know, it's what we bring back to the community. We have a huge educational outreach component. And I'm all about making it accessible to everyone. Yeah. Our ticket prices are not ridiculous, like some of the Broadway shows and that. They're fantastic, they're amazing, but that's profit making. So we have to be accessible. We want everyone to be able to experience the art and experience South Carolina Ballet and the amazing artists that we have. And that's an important mission, and that's something South Carolina needs, to have accessibility for everyone. And so we work really, really hard. You know, we accept public funding and individual donations, but we work hard on, you know, marketing and I turn over every rock to make sure.
But how you're able to make that balance is wonderful. You know, when you talk about a company outside of, say, the big metropolises like New York, you know, dancers, they need to also eat at the end of the day. But the fact that you're able to maintain all of this and they can focus 100% on their job as a dancer to put their best foot forward, no pun intended, but truly to be the best dancer that they can be for the audiences.
That's right.
I mean, it really has such a wonderful ripple effect. Well, I want to make sure that everybody goes out to see.
I appreciate that. We work really hard at it. And,
I know you do.
You know, I learned early on that, you know, in the wardrobe department, they said, well, we need the black pants. I said, wait a minute, didn't we have some black pants in that other? You know, and so the other big ballet companies don't do that. But I'm like, black pants are black pants. I don't have to create all brand new.
It's all this.
Right?
It's all this.
You got to be smart.
You have to be very smart, and you certainly are, sir. Well, South Carolina Ballet, this is Giselle. You don't want to miss it. Tuesday, April 1st. This is at the Charleston Music Hall. Wonderful venue as well.
Oh, I love the sound system's incredible.
It's great.
The people are so great to work there, and the lighting's amazing.
It is.
Yeah, I love it there.
Wonderful to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're back after this.